Good morning. Welcome to First Local with Heidi and Colette on this
Baby Friday.
Baby Friday. It is June the 24th. I know I said this to you yesterday and she's like, oh my God, are you like one of those people? 6 months to Christmas Eve. I am not one of those people, but I just wanted to see.
I have unfriended people on
I just wanted
Facebook
to
for
see you
that
get
sort of
mad at
stuff.
me.
So it was just kind of like, oh God. You know, when you meet somebody and you're kindred and everything's good, and then you kind of hit something like that, it's like, like visceral, like it was
I feel like
a
you're talking
punch
about me.
to my gut. So,
Well, I just wanted to make sure that you knew that Christmas was coming up. We are moms of 2 kids. We have to save our donata. Well, maybe you and I can just go to Costa Rica that time.
I think so.
There you go. See, that's why I was
so.
telling you. Are we good now? Are we friends again?
I'll just call my Merry Christmas, babies.
Yeah, Mommy, where are you?
I'm gonna bring you back some sand. Are you listening, Costa Rica? Earmark Christmas. Yes.
That would be fun. Okay, but maybe Craig might know what the weather's going to be like on Christmas Eve. If you think it's 6 months out, you can let us know, or maybe just let us know what's going on for today.
I can tell you in the next 6 months, it's just going to fly by now that you've mentioned that Christmas is only 6 months away. Guaranteed it's going to be cold on Christmas Eve. A lot colder than it is today. We're actually hitting 24 degrees, but it's going to feel closer to the 30-degree range because we do have some humidity coming into the area. And I know Colette likes the humidity and the thunderstorms, and that's also in the area. We'll take a look at the radar, show you what's going on. That yellow blob at the top of Lake Superior, that was a warning for a severe thunderstorm for Wawa White River. That is now ended. But we do have that line coming in. That is a cold front approaching. But you can see how it fizzes out in the middle, and that's because it loses its energy as it crosses the lake. The thunderstorms need heat energy, and they get that from the land. So you can see that's where it's falling. All that heavy thunderstorm is to our south and to our north. We may see some heavy showers, though, in the next 3 or 4 hours as that line passes through. And then we're going to see a little bit of clearing, maybe some sun, little peaks of sun here and there. And then it's going to regenerate and come back for this evening with heavier showers. But this is your 12-hour forecast for today. We are seeing those clouds fill in right now, and we should expect to see some showers between 9 and 11 a.m. this morning, maybe a little later. This afternoon, again, we could see some peaks of sun and some scattered showers develop, but it's going to feel a lot more muggier out there today than it has been the last couple of days, and that mugginess will continue into our evening, and even a better shot of some showers and some thunderstorms for this evening, especially in the early part of the evening. And temperature is going to be very, very warm for the overnight tonight. We'll touch on that coming up on the 3-day forecast in just a couple of minutes, but right now let's send it back to Heidi and Colette.
Ooh, Thunder Boomers. I love me my Thunder Boomers.
Yes.
Very excited. Today's show, we are going to talk about some fires that kept the city busy last night, as well as Dan Gray, apparently, because he's posted these a few hours apart. Man charged with possession of crime. What else we got? Oh, what's that thing again that Ford talked about? June 30th, opening up. Ba-boom, ba-boom. So just in time for the July 1st long weekend.
Yes.
Which I think is a great idea. I know Alberta is opening up on July 1st as well.
Okay.
And I know in a lot of groups we're calling to cancel Canada Day. And unfortunately, I do want to talk about that as to why they want Canada.
Yeah.
A lot of people want Canada Day next. So last evening, unfortunately, hundreds more of unmarked graves were found at a former residential school in Saskatchewan. As anticipated, these numbers keep growing out of control. Anyway, Canada awaits the official details of yet another deeply disturbing finding. The First Nation, the Cowessess First Nation in Saskatchewan, says they have uncovered the horrific and shocking discovery of hundreds of unmarked graves at the site of former Marieville Indian Residential School. In a release, they say the number of graves is the most significantly substantial to date in Canada. Perry Bellegarde, the chief of the Assembly of First Nations, said in a tweet late Wednesday that the finding is absolutely tragic but not surprising. And I think that gets me really upset is when chiefs and other First Nation or other members of the First Nation communities find this not surprising.
Yeah.
And I think that just really, let's take a minute to think about that for a second. The Indian Residential School, the University of Regina, the discovery comes after another mass grave was unearthed by Tusaquelam First Nation in British Columbia, or Kamloops. The remains of 250 people, as we know, there. So, Ontario has, sorry, I know I'm saying and I sound probably like the worst reporter or news anchor in the world right now, but it's upsetting. There's 572 as per what we reported yesterday. But just to find that these are hundreds of children taken from their families, and this is only, how many more residential schools do they still have to check, and what are these numbers going to grow to, and it's embarrassing. So, and it's I just don't know what else to say to that.
Wow. To say that it's a sobering moment is an understatement. So.
Yeah, just Ontario did commit $10 million. Alberta has committed $8 million. The federal government has committed money as well. The Quebec and federal governments have announced a plan for to central place for the province's Indigenous communities to go for support. I think a lot of this is, and undoubtedly so, a lot of people who have endured this in their life have already had to deal with it to date, and bringing this all about again is, it's heart-wrenching, I'm sure. I can't put myself in the situations of their families that have gone through this anyway.
No.
That was what was released yesterday, and we're gonna. I think we're gonna throw to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we will cover off some more news. I just think that maybe everybody should just take a moment of silence and think about what was discovered last night and what could be discovered, or what will be discovered going forward. We'll be right back.
First Local, supported by Need window coverings? Locally owned and operated, NAC completes window coverings from start to finish. Call or message us today to schedule your free quote and experience what NAC can do for you.
Is going to a party really worth it? Putting yourself at risk puts everyone at risk. Help limit the spread of COVID-19.
Leonard Thompson, 13 years old, diabetes mellitus, 65 pounds.
Starve the child to let them live? The treatment's as cruel as the disease. It's a death sentence.
Dr. Banting.
This could be it.
He's the first to receive this trial.
But will it save him? It's not pure enough.
So we try again. And again. And again.
Before the discovery of insulin, diabetes was a death sentence. Banting, Best, Collop, and McLeod's breakthrough has saved millions of lives. Leonard Thompson's was the first.
Good morning and welcome back to First Local Mornings with Heidi and Colette. It is Baby Friday. That makes it Thursday, June the 24th. And I do have some COVID numbers to report to you, actually just one. Algoma Public Health reporting one new case of COVID-19, again from North Algoma, as was reported yesterday. Through contact tracing, Algoma Public Health does notify anybody who is considered to be a close contact. So if you are not contacted by Algoma Public Health, you may consider yourself safe from exposure to this particular case. This brings us to case number 399, listing cause cause of exposure as close contact. They are reported to be self-isolating, which brings rolling totals to 151,395 tests that have been administered, so only up slightly, out of which, of course, we have confirmed 400 cases, and we have 2 of those that are listed as active, so that number has dropped by 2. 1 person currently in hospital, an Algoma resident, which indicates then that, of course, we have resolved 398 cases, and the cases that have screened positive for a variant of concern has dropped by 1. So perhaps a correction in data. I'm not sure. Suddenly, perhaps it no longer meets the criterion, because that can happen sometimes. As reported yesterday, the provincial numbers were somewhat skewed as well, owing to a data cleanup. So having said that, what are we looking at provincially? Ontario yesterday reported 255 new COVID-19 cases and 11 deaths, which is the smallest number of new infections reported since September 13th. So the province reporting a test positivity rate of 1.2%, which is down slightly from the 1.5% reported 1 week ago. Lowest positivity rate reported since September 29th. Provincially, there were 27,364 tests completed in the last 24-hour period. Hotspot numbers: 57 new cases in Toronto, 53 in the region of Waterloo, 25 in the Peel region, 23 in North Bay Parry Sound District, and 14 in Ottawa. So, you know, we're doing well. Let's keep doing the things that we're doing. Ontario residents in the Delta variant hotspots, including the GTA, they have, you know, expanded eligibility for the second dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. That happened yesterday. So a lot of momentum is building. So let's keep that rolling.
Yeah, and because of the great job that we are doing everywhere, and the numbers are coming down. At one time we had 200 people in the city of Hamilton. Now we have 200 people in the province of Ontario.
Yeah.
So clearly what Doug Ford is doing has been working. Sorry, Mike, I can't really hear. I know yesterday that Doug Ford came back at a 20% approval rating, which I'll get to that rant later, because that number's pretty crap. But anyways, Ontario is entering step 2. Instead of July 5th, we are entering step 2 on June the 30th instead. Doug Ford made this announcement yesterday. An official announcement came from the announcement yesterday. We did think he was going to make that announcement at 1 o'clock. We went to throw live to it, and it was actually Minister of Infrastructure, Ministry of Transportation, talking about Toronto getting some. They're using their infrastructure dollars to
expand the subway.
Expand their subway services that affects the community instead of stairs. Go figure.
Well, Colette, I feel like you're dissing on the stairs. It's very important.
Oh, I'm dissing on the stairs, baby. I'm dissing on the stairs. I can't wait to get they get in. I think we should go dancing on the stairs.
Were we talking about a band or something yesterday? We'd like to come and visit, but the stairs to your civic center are they're shockingly bad. So see you on the flip side, Sault Ste. Marie.
That's a little Thursday morning sarcasm for you from Heidi and Colette. Okay, so yesterday we heard that the outdoor gatherings capacity is going to increase to 25 people. I don't know 25 people, but if you do, you're happy with that. The move will mean that barbers and salons will be able to open next Wednesday if you need their little hair snipped.
Make your appointment now.
Holy hell, no, exactly, 2 days earlier than expected. Way to go, Ford.
Yes.
Capacity limits for retail stores and patios are also expected to expand.
Yes.
So, yes.
Yes.
You can go get underwear and go for your beer on the patio.
With more than just 3 other people, so...
There's 5 people. It's a maximum for 5 people for indoor gatherings.
Okay.
So now that's more like me. I know 5 people, so I'm good there. Religious services, rites or ceremonies, including weddings or funerals, do not apply to the receptions that they're making changes of. Indoor permitted at 25% capacity per room.
Okay. Well, good.
Yeah. So if you're getting married, I mean, cut it down to 25%. Still better in age. More quaint. Outdoor permitted with capacity limited to physical. Well, you're still got to sit away from each other.
Get away from me.
I don't want to sit away from you. Liquor stores open at 50% capacity. Perhaps that might make some of you very happy. Personal care services open at 20%. Anyways, the list goes on and on. It's posted to SiouxOnline.com. What's the good thing is that the Ford government has really done a great job in making sure that a lot of clinics are open throughout the province. And his approval rating should be a lot higher than what it is. 'Cause what would you do in unprecedented times? I don't know. Maybe make mistakes too?
Well, yeah, I don't know. I
just a personal opinion. What do you?
Okay.
Well, I'm full of them today.
Well, you're full of something.
Exactly. And it doesn't smell good.
All right. So yesterday then, fire crews. Sorry, I have like mosquito bites all over my body. I know.
I'm doing this
from like camp and all kinds of So anyway, but I digress. So yesterday, the Sioux Fire Services. There were 2 fires. Okay, so I will speak to the one that caught in the brush area behind Arthur's funeral home. Because the first one, and I think you have the Bonifaro Mills one. I have the one that happened after Bonifaro Mills. It was a brush fire in behind Arthur's funeral home, okay? So just a small little fire encountered. It seemed as though perhaps a tire had been the main source for the blaze, but then of course, there's still some dry bric-a-brac and whatnot kind of hanging around. So that of course, caught and it spread to the surrounding area. So 3 firefighters from Pumper 4 were able to contain and extinguish the fire in a fairly quick manner. They remained on the scene for just over 30 minutes. They put out the hot spots. They wet down the surrounding area to prevent any further spread. As always, Dan is very diligent in monitoring the fires. So if there are any further updates to this story, he will certainly let us know.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Heidi. Yesterday, you could see smoke coming from the West End near Metro, and the reason because there was a fire at approximately 4:30 p.m. Sioux Fire Services were called to a blaze in the yard at Bonifaro Mill Works off of 3rd Line.
Okay.
I saw the fire trucks go up now that I think about it. Upon arrival, we have learned that fire services encountered multiple pieces of yard equipment and a sawdust pile on fire. Crews from all stations were on scene, as well as the platoon chief. The fire was brought under control quickly, but some crews remained on scene for nearly 2 hours cleaning up hot spots. Stay tuned with Sue Online as we learn more. Every time I hear hot spots, I just think about you and me, Remember we were talking about that? Hot spots, hot spots.
Hot spots. Well, speaking of hot spots, we have some commercial words from our sponsors coming up. We have a number of...
What are you giggling at? You feel like it looks like you're trying to keep a giggle in.
Hot spots. I'm always trying to keep a giggle in.
What kind of commercials? We got our sponsors to show to right now.
Yeah.
So take some time, enjoy our commercials, and if you have a business that you would like us to put on the show, please contact Nicole. She's at Sue Online, and we'll be right back right after this.
First Local, supported by Nogda Windeman Family and Community Services. Be an alternative care parent. A child needs you.
When I found out I had cancer, it was the hardest day of my life. But life is bigger than cancer.
Every time you wear a mask, remember, it's so one day we can all go back to doing this and this. Every time you wash your hands, remember that eventually it'll all be worth it for them and them. Every time you hang out here, remember that at some point, we'll all be able to get together here, and here. Protect yourself and others from COVID-19. A message from the Government of Canada.
The COVID-19 pandemic in Canada is serious. We must continue to practice all public health measures. Follow local guidelines for gatherings. Maintain physical distancing. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and download the COVID Alert app. If you have symptoms, even mild ones, stay home. Protect yourself and others. We've come too far to stop now.
A message from the Government of Canada.
Storage wars, but different.
I was feeling the love. Hey!
Welcome back. We were in the middle of a conversation. Can you just give us a minute?
Yeah, so anyways, I says to the guy, I says, just kidding.
Welcome back to First Local Mornings. Of course, we're happy to share our morning with you, our coffee, our banter, our sarcasm, our pointed wit. Right? Anyway,
I was going to say something else.
In case you've forgotten who you're with here, you got Colette and Heidi, Baby Friday, so Thursday, June 24th. We've already talked about some exciting news with regards to the reopening, step 2 being pushed up.
Yeah, if you know 25 people, you can hang out with them now.
I know 25 people. I don't necessarily know 25 people that I like.
Well, it does not say that in here, Heidi. It doesn't matter if you like them or not. You can have 25 people outside together.
So I can be with 25 people, loathe some of them, and worship the remainder. Yes. Yes.
Like
going to my close-up now.
I'm going to your close-up now. Look at you all pretty in there.
Look at me.
Hello, pretty Heidi.
Well, I'm not sure. So I want to talk to you for a moment about a man who's been charged with possession of a weapon for a dangerous purpose. So June 22nd, so that would have been Tuesday, Sault Ste. Marie Police Services did charge 27-year-old Caleb Demour with possession of a weapon for a dangerous purpose. Did I just take your story?
Yeah.
No, you've got possession of property obtained by crime.
You're right. You didn't.
Now, okay. I'll start over again. So, on June 22nd, which would have been Tuesday, Sault Ste. Marie Police Services did charge 27-year-old Caleb Demour with possession of a weapon for a dangerous purpose. So, around 3:45, officers with patrol services responded to reports of a man waving a gun in the 300 block of Albert Street East. Officers arrived a short time later and secured the area. A man matching the description of the person with the gun was observed exiting a residence, and officers executed a high-risk arrest. And while executing the arrest, the accused resisted, but officers were quickly able to gain control. A subsequent search of the accused located a loaded .22 caliber handgun in his waistband and ammunition. Later, while in custody, the accused spat in a holding area at the police services building, taking a page from Robbie Alomar. He is charged with possession of a weapon for a dangerous purpose, unauthorized possession of a firearm, 2 counts of careless storage of a firearm weapon. Nope. Yes, weapon. Prohibited device or ammunition, knowingly possession of an unauthorized weapon, carrying a concealed weapon, resisting a peace officer, mischief, breach of recognizance, and 2 counts of breach of probation, and he was held for bail court. Please forgive this is a very serious situation. These are very serious charges, and any levity is not meant to detract from the severity of the situation.
I was actually cleaning up in aisle 6 over here. I choked on my coffee and I was trying not to. I was chewing with these.
You know, there's nothing funnier than your coworker having a near-death experience right beside you.
Thank you for that, Heidi. I love you too.
Yeah, I know.
Don't get your knickers in a twist. I found the right story. Anyway, that's what I was like. I almost died there. And then she kept reading the story. Like, what? I was like,
the show must go on.
The show must go on.
People need their news.
Okay, well, let's talk about a man charged with possession of a weapon for a dangerous purpose. Are you going to choke now? Just
I just did the dangerous purpose. You've got possession of property by crime.
Well, then I don't have it. You stole it.
I didn't.
Al's pub got boarded up yesterday. Let's talk about that. That happened yesterday afternoon. We got the call about that. Dan ran down there, got some great visuals.
Yes.
We did post that on News at Night at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
So what happened was the decision comes from after the owner, Brent Garson, who chose not to comply with the orders that
Yes.
were put out last month, I believe, when we did that article.
Yes.
One individual has told Sue Online exactly how they feel about this, and there is an article posted to our website that goes into more elaborate detail. This is pictures or video of yesterday of them boarding up Al's Pub.
Yeah.
The building was completely boarded up by the end of yesterday. Some of the individuals who are here are now headed to the old mill building, old hospital, and a few of the camps which have popped up around the city, according to the conversations that Dan has had with the people in the area. So that is the update on Al's Pub. It's been a contentious issue for several months now.
It has.
So there is an end to it, but it's sad. It's all boarded up. And from
Yeah.
what I understand, it's been around a very long time. And considering Heidi stole my story, I'm going to throw it over to you to see what you have next. Come on, lady. Hotspot. She's on the hotspot.
Let's talk for a moment
And she
about some
pulled it
people who
off.
have actually distinguished themselves, worked towards a goal, and have smashed it, despite all of the challenges as been presented in the educational processes throughout 2020 and 2021. Posted to our website, Sault College is honoring their 2020-2021 graduates. I have some friends amongst those particular cohorts, so certainly we join Sault College in congratulating these individuals. So they will be, so it's commemorating the amazing 2020-2021 graduates with the release of its convocation ceremony website, which will be available today at 7 p.m. The link connecting you to that website is posted to our own website at siouxonline.com. Graduates are showcased on the site and will be provided a special convocation experience complete with speeches and well wishes from supporters across the college. Sault College is celebrating more than 1,500 eligible graduates from the following program areas. So we have apprenticeships, aviation, business, community, community services, salon and spa, Con Ed, continuing education, culinary and hospitality, engineering, technology, general arts and science, health, IT, justice studies, media and design. Mike, I know I have to get the rest of these out. I'm almost done. School of Natural Environment and Skill Trades. So I really like this. It's a very innovative approach to celebrating and commemorating these individuals who have worked so hard to achieve their goals. Despite the challenges. So
absolutely. Well, there have been several challenges throughout the city that we are going to get to when we come back, but some great things we want to celebrate is the Indian Friendship Center and Sault Ste. Marie and the celebrating their history. I do want to celebrate the fact that I found the article that I need to read, so we'll be right back after this commercial break.
First Local, supported by James Seaton, Mortgage Specialist. Your new home doesn't come with mortgage advice. I do. Call James Seaton Mortgage Specialist, RBC 705-975-1519.
Always stay humble and kind. Don't expect a free ride from no one. Don't hold a grudge or a chip, and here's why. Bitterness keeps you from flying. Always stay humble and kind. Yeah.
When social distancing, remember, stay at least 6 feet away and wear your mask. Help save lives.
Thank you. Welcome back to First Local on Thursday, June the 24th. It is, it looks pretty nice out there, but I hear we're getting some thunder boomers, and that makes me happy. What else do we have, Craig?
The weather that we are watching right now, we can see this cold front coming through, and as normally what happens it thins out just as it comes into the Sault, and that's basically because of Lake Superior. It draws the energy out of the cloud. It needs heat source. So most of this big activity is over land, and of course up near Wawa, White River, they had a severe thunderstorm warning earlier this morning. It is now ended, but as this line comes in, it's kind of fizzing out. So be mindful of that. We could see some heavy showers develop between 9 and 11 a.m. this morning, and then it's going to regroup and come back later on this afternoon. So let's take a look now at the temperatures. Temperature's not bad at all. 24 degrees. It's going to feel closer to the 30-degree range because we are going to feel that mugginess and the humidity, and the low 20s everywhere else as we see this first leg of some active weather come in for the Sault and area for the next 4 or 5 days. Here's the systems map. This is how we draw it for you. So we have this boundary right here, and we have this low pressure system coming in today. That's why we're seeing some scattered showers to some heavier showers throughout the day today into our evening tonight. And again, we could also see some and hear some thunder and see some lightning later on this afternoon. And we're going to have to make through all this mess here is coming our way for the weekend. This is the forecast for the next 3 days for today. We're going to see, I'm not going to say we're not going to see any sun. We could see some peaks of sun throughout the day today, temperatures at 24, and we could see some heavy thunderstorms and some heavy rain showers. Around 10 to 15 millimeters is the call. Same call for Friday. It's going to be a very muggy day for Friday. Temperatures at 24 to 26, feeling closer to 31 with the humidity as we see an all-day shower for Friday. And then those showers tend to come to an end on Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon with some peaks of sun. Temperatures holding steady at 24 degrees. And just taking a look at the 7-day forecast, those temperatures kind of staying in that range, that mid-20 range. And then we're seeing a slight buildup towards the Canada Day holiday and into that weekend. So we'll take a look at that at 5 o'clock for you, a little more detail. That is your weather right now. Let's send it right back to Heidi and Colette.
Anytime.
Okay. Thank you very much, Craig. I like rain, but I don't want rain to last that long. It's Saturday. That's okay. That's okay. Sunday we're going out to do the Grocer for Good fundraiser.
Yes.
So
the supper club. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
really excited about that. Raising money for a very great initiative.
Yeah.
And thank you again to Kim. For making that happen. So we will represent well, and we will definitely enjoy our time. But hopefully it won't rain.
It won't rain.
It won't rain.
I shan't allow it. No.
I don't do well with rain. This gets like,
well,
you know, you might have, oh, you're going to French braid it. That's what we're going to do.
That's, yes.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about what happened on international waters yesterday in Russia.
Right.
Russia said on Tuesday that it had fired warning shots and dropped bombs in the path of a British destroyer sailing in the Black Sea off the coast of Crimea Peninsula, which Russia seized and annexed from the Ukraine. Britain's Ministry of Defense said no Russian warning shots were fired at the Royal Navy's HMS Defender, which sailed into the Black Sea earlier this month, and it did not recognize assertions that bombs were put in its path. The Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmitry Kuleba said the incident showed that Russia's aggressive and provocative policies in the Black Sea and nearby Azov Sea constituted a continuous threat to the Ukraine and its allies. Russia's defense ministry, quoted by Interfax news agency, said that the British ship had left Russian waters soon after the incident, having ventured as much as 3 kilometers inside. It said the confrontation occurred near a landmark in the southern coast of Crimea near the port in Russia's Navy's Black Sea. With their fleet, and a Russian bomber dropped 4 high-explosive fragmentation bombs as a warning in the British destroyer's path, according to the Russian ministry. So this is quite the story yesterday. We did follow it. It was the latest of what we had. The first story was, of course, just announcing that the Russians had done so, and now it's coming back, and the UK is denying it. Okay. So there we sit, and there we will have more information as the day unfolds. And we are going to hit some factoids and some social media as well. We do like to have fun. We don't just like to spew out news, and more news, although it's a news show. But, you know, we're here to make you smile, not to feel...
That's right.
Right? Start your day to feel crappy with Heidi and Colette.
That's right.
So what do you got?
If getting out of bed wasn't hard enough, let us squish you on the flip side.
Yes.
Okay, factoid numero un. That's number one.
Yes.
All right.
Thanks.
So June 24th, 1947, pilot Kenneth Arnold sights several unidentified flying objects flying in a V formation while he himself was flying near Mount Rainier in Washington State. So Arnold claimed he saw a string of 9 shiny unidentified flying objects flying past Mount Rainier. He said they moved from Mount Rainier to Mount Adams, a distance of about 50 miles, 80 kilometers in 1 minute and 42 seconds, which would equate to a speed of over 1,700 miles per hour, or 2,700 kilometers per hour. So this sighting is credited with being the first of the modern era UFO sightings. Arnold's description of the objects as being shaped like saucers and their movement being like saucers skipping on water led to the popular usage of the term flying saucer. So a prospector on Mount Adams claims to also have seen the objects that day, along with several other witnesses who claim to have seen the objects around the same time. So this sighting was actually followed by numerous sightings of UFOs by others in the following week.
Well, with that clap on her hip, who would not believe that would happen?
Actually, my thigh.
My first thing I thought it was the man saw a shiny thing in the sky. He's just like, right. It sounds real legit. Yeah, exactly. All right, but then the facts you backed up. You know, I'll let it go.
Yes.
Where are we at for a commercial break, Mike? 1 minute. Okay, well, we're not going to do social media right now because
we've got a few. You know what? I'll talk about that PUC if you want.
Yeah, PUC,
because there was an unplanned outage yesterday at around 8 minutes after 9. And if you're anything like me, my power goes out. I like to know why. There were approximately 500 customers who were affected. The power was restored less than an hour later. Oh, no. No. Next day. So this morning, 9:57 a.m. Yeah. Well, there was a motor vehicle accident that caused it. So, so the line crews worked very hard to restore the power in the north end of the city due to this accident that caused an outage to 500 customers, affecting the areas of 3rd Line East, so east of Great Northern Road, 2nd Line east of 2nd Line east of Pine Street, Black Road, north of 2nd Line, all the way up to Old Garden River Road. Yeah, it's a big one. And landslide out through to 6th Line, Case Road, and Connor Road. So there you go.
Oh, that's nice. Well,
there is a Connor Road.
Is it CONNOR?
It is.
Oh, that street sign may go missing. Just kidding.
Well, it was named in anticipation of
our move here.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Well, that was a big blackout, or what are we calling it?
A big outage.
Big outage.
Unplanned. So now you know why, and you heard it first here. First Local Mornings, Sue Online, Superior Media.
I mean, I don't even know what else to say. We need to take a moment and just take a pause for the cause again. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
First Local, supported by Gary Chervinsky, Exit Realty, Lake Superior. Buying a home is a big decision, so is choosing the right agent. Call Gary Chervinsky, broker at Exit Realty, Lake Superior, 705-257-5432.
Every day, people in crisis need someone to answer their call for help, to let them know they're not alone. Whenever people need someone, the Canadian Red Cross is there, on the phone lines and the front lines, around the world and here at home. But none of it would be possible without people just like you. No matter who you are, you have something to give. You can be that someone with the Canadian Red Cross. Learn more at redcross.ca/someone.
First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes. At the East End. Hello, welcome back to First Local Mornings with Colette and Heidi. You know, we just had to put our heads together for a minute because if you guys caught it, And I'm not sure that you did because I can talk very quickly. I've got some caffeine in me now, but so that power outage, okay, so the power went out at 9:08 p.m. and I just told you, because I'm reading right from the press release, that the power was restored this morning at 9:57 a.m., which has yet to occur. So I'm going to assume that there is an error, and I'm going to resist the urge to post this verbatim to the website. I'm going to tell you that it was restored less than an hour last night at 9:57 p.m., not a.m., as was sent out in the PUC press release.
There you go. See, I was thinking, my God, I know you're a spectacular woman, but you can read the future too, which actually would not surprise me.
No.
Okay.
And I fly.
She flies?
I fly.
I can dream, I can fly. Why don't you hit some social media? And then when we're done, actually, no, I'm going to do this story that I found. Okay, I'm going to do this story.
Okay.
June 22nd, officers with patrol services charged 25-year-old Dan Campbell with possession of property obtained by crime. At around 11:30 p.m., officers responded to the area of Estelle Street and Patrick Street about a report of a suspicious person.
Okay.
Upon arrival, officers located the complainant, who was the one man they say were in their backyard. As officers were arriving, a second man fled the area. That's terrifying. An investigation began and officers determined the accused was in possession of some stolen property. During the investigation, the accused provided a false name. I can't. We talk about this all the time, but we'll come back to that in a minute. But officers were able to properly identify him later. And again, we'll come back to that in 1 second. He was arrested and charged with possession of property obtained by crime, identifying fraud to prevent arrest, and obstructing a peace officer. But he was released on an undertaking. But he's got to go see the big guy on August the 9th.
But he's got to use his real name, his given name.
No, we've said this before, and not to make light of a situation, but I would really like to know what name they're using. My name is Clark Kent, you know?
Well, a quick anecdote. I remember working in restaurant and working alongside a coworker. I won't name him. He too.
Well, you can use a false name if you want.
Well, back in the day, there were not, it was very common for the servers in this particular establishment to be consuming waiter water, which was in fact wine in mugs.
Okay.
And enough time has gone by that nobody's going to get in trouble. The restaurant doesn't even stand anymore. It's been torn down and turned into condos a la Toronto.
Get to the point, lady.
Anyways, this one server had, overindulged to the point that some patrons did ask him, "Wow, are you gooned?" And he said, "Maybe." And they said, "What's your name?" And he promptly trotted out the name of our general manager at the time.
That's hilarious.
And
but not
sailed
hilarious.
away.
Don't do that.
Yep. Okay. There you go.
Oh, by the way, my name's Bruce Clement.
Okay, social media.
But I never get in trouble, so it's okay. Yeah, social media. Let's get off of this. I should have said my boss's name. Okay, Michael, relax.
Mrs. Giselle Tchaikovsky.
There's Mrs. G.
Beats everybody to the punch. Saluting all with a good baby Friday, everyone.
Excellent.
Steve Child's given me a break after having broken my brain several times through the course of the week. GMA, good morning all. Good morning to you, sir. Margaret McKay, good morning all, with that little sunshine with the face in it. Enika, good morning everyone. No language lessons today. Okay, good, because my brain's a little tired. We do have a smiley emoji, the wave, coffee, cookie, and 2 tulips. Debbie Doucette, happy baby Friday. Stay cozy on a rainy day. Well, you too. Is it raining now? It's hard to know because
I'm not too sure.
We're in the box of isolation.
No, it is not. We are in the box of isolation. No, it's not raining.
And she offers up a buffet of emojis, including some coffee, some balloons.
Nice.
Some hearts. I'm not sure what was going on.
I don't know
there.
what that was. What is this? Are you sticky fingers?
I've got
Why
your
do you have sticky fingers.
No, I've got your eyeliner on me.
Oh, right, because you sharpened my eyeliner.
We help each other out. That's what we do. Jacob Moore, sports analyst. Happy baby Friday. Montreal could move on to the Cup finals tonight. Very exciting for Canada to see a team from our country do this well. Absolutely. Pauline, our viewer from Echo Bay, supports that. Go Habs, go.
Very nice.
So yes, let's keep our fingers crossed that Canada can, bring home the prize.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if Toronto's not, it has to be the team that beats Toronto. Hockey's dead to me, as I said yesterday. Dead to me.
Yes. Judy Varco, here we go.
Oh, my fave. Well, sorry, Tony and Judy.
Good morning, beautiful ladies. You really know how to make my day. You are both so bubbly and happy. You are awesome. Have an amazing day. Well, Judy,
thank you.
You as well, and certainly you bring a lot of light and levity to our day. So thank you for being such a loyal viewer.
I appreciate that because we do have to read some difficult stories sometimes, and I'm glad you think that we're bringing some happiness your way, because sometimes we feel like we're bringing in bad news all the time. So.
Pauline's jumping on the acronym bandwagon.
Oh, Pauline's at it. Okay, I can write it down if you want to.
Okay. Good morning, ladies.
Okay.
We have HAG. This is all one.
Okay.
So HAGS.
Yeah.
FAEYD. With 3 cups of coffee, a wave, thumbs up, peace sign, and eyes.
Have a
good shift.
Friday? Have a
good.
Maybe it's Baby Friday. What is it? AEY? If you know.
We're going to have to think about this.
Will.
Wow.
Things that make you go, Pauline. We appreciate the brain teasers.
I wonder if she and Steve are in cahoots.
Are you in cahoots?
I'll go easy on them so their confidence will come up, and then you can just crush them.
That's what's happening. That's why Steve gave you the have a good one. I see what's going on here. Some trickery is happening to the morning show.
Awesome.
All right, fine. We accept that trickery.
Chris Bridges, good morning.
Oh, Chris, what do you got for me today? Yes.
Canada is the #1 donut consumer in the world. We only have 30 million people in Canada, but we eat 1 billion donuts annually. We can thank Tim Hortons for this title. It is Canada's most popular coffee and donut chain. And predictably, there is a chocolate dipped donut, which is my favorite, a cup of coffee, and then the smiley emoji.
Hey, fun fact. Hamilton, Ontario, I believe, had the first Tim Hortons.
Yeah, but we don't have it. Mike is offering that Krispy Kreme is better.
Okay, that's disgusting.
No, they are. They're better than
that. Is your personal preference. But like I said, Hamilton, Ontario, my hometown, had the first Tim Hortons, I do believe.
Well, but we don't even have a Krispy Kreme location.
Yeah, I don't know
what's kind of a moot point.
Like, moot. M-O-O-T. Moot.
Moot.
Giselle,
okay.
Make him stop talking.
That's right, Giselle. Get on that.
Send him a message.
Okay. Kathy Ramsey. Oh,
what? Ooh,
today is my graduation.
Yay! Congratulations, Kathy. Send pictures
wonderful.
in.
Definitely.
Right here on TV First Local. We want to see those pictures tomorrow.
Give us some pictures. I want to see you in your finery.
Yeah, I'm choking.
Do people get dressed up though, like when it's a virtual ceremony? You should.
Yes, the Hundo P, as the cool kids say. Get dressed up. You just spend all that you're studying. Get dressed up. Get your hair did.
Okay, well, let's take a break from social media. We do have some very important words from our sponsors. I wonder who it's going to be. We had
NAC, N-A-C-C.
NAC. We've got Nogda Windeman, Family Services. We have Maker North.
I was going to say Joseph Bertrand. That's who we have. Okay.
Yes. So so stay tuned. Come back. There's more factoids, social media, and more news.
And I just realized, Pauline, it says Hags. H-A-G-S. We're Hags. But I don't think that's what you mean, right, Pauline? Right?
No, it's have a good something.
I know. Okay, we're going to put our brains together and brain tease this one out. We'll be right back. Okay. What do you got? Okay.
First Local, supported by YDoc Detailing. Call YDoc Detailing at 249-356-6688 to book an appointment for detailing or paint correction services today.
Loss is something that never leaves you. Donate $45 today to help victims of impaired driving. A message from MAD Canada.
Good morning and welcome back. Okay, Pauline, we've got most of it sorted. We have a good something and enjoy your day. But the SF is still remaining elusive. So we request a few more moments to work on that.
We have to throw to Craig.
Yeah.
We know that there's people still watching. We're going to come back to social media.
Yes.
So if you can figure out Pauline's brain teaser for this Fine Baby Friday, type in your answers. Let's see what you come up with. But we'll come up with something. But let's go over to Craig one last time for today.
Well, we don't have rain right now, but it's only going to be a couple of minutes before we do. We'll take a look at the radar shot and show you just what's happening right now in the area. We do have a line coming in. You can see it's just coming in now. Most of it is to the north, Batchewana, Pancake Bay, seeing some thunderstorms, some heavy rain. But right there in the Sault, we are going to see part of that line come in. I'd say within the next 30 minutes, we could see a heavy downfall, maybe hear some thunder and see some lightning as well, and then it's going to push off. But we're still going to remain with some clouds and some drizzle for most of our morning, and then see some pockets of clearing here and there before we start seeing more activity come in for the evening. So be mindful of that. We're also going to see some winds from the south become quite gusty as this line comes through. We'll take a look, just a recap for your 12-hour forecast. We're already at 20 degrees, almost at 21, heading towards 26 for our high now today. We could see a little bit of sun late this afternoon, but we're also going to see a lot of cloud, and we're also going to see those showers and thunderstorms redevelop in the evening. Temperatures really quite warm for the evening and going to be quite muggy as well. I'll see you at 5 o'clock for the next report. Back to Heidi and Colette.
Good morning and welcome back. Thank you for that, Craig. Thank you very much. It's wonderful to have a weather specialist in-house, and certainly I call on him anytime I need to figure out what I'm wearing. So
that's true too. Craig, we need to know what we're wearing on Sunday for the thing, right? For the
you know what? I'll talk about that for a minute because you know, locally, I had the pleasure, as I have said, of sitting and speaking with Lisa Vizot-Allen, who is the founder and president of the board for Grocer for Good. For those of you who may be unaware, this wonderful little establishment, this grocery store model, is located on Gore Street just before the Albert Street East intersection.
Oh, okay.
So I have written an article. I have posted it to the website along with the interview. Lisa is a very dedicated mother, business person, entrepreneur. And I will say that we are fortunate enough, through one of our loyal viewers, to be attending one of their very, very amazing fundraising events. They call it the Supper Club. And basically, these are gatherings where local talented chefs make some really tasty snacks.
I'm so excited.
And it's all in support of Grocer for Good because, of course, they don't have core funding. And what they are doing is very important. They are providing really relevant employment opportunities for people who fall outside of traditional employment, you know, by virtue of barriers to employment. Perhaps they are managing some disabilities. And this is a very worthy cause, creating sustainable employment. So do check out the article. They do have also an ongoing fundraiser throughout the summer in partnership with the Northern Credit Union.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I've posted all of the information, all of the relevant links, and if you are in a position to do so, please support this charitable cause.
Yeah, you know what, Patty? One thing I do love about working here is that we get to be a voice or get to help out for great causes such as Grocer for Good, and on top of that, we get to help some community members as well. So I want to talk about this bottle drive to help someone in this community who was turned down for OHIP. We have mentioned this before, but it's important that we continue to do so because this family needs your help. Jen Buchan and daughter Riley can be seen on the article posted to SiouxOnline.com collecting cans. And why are they doing this? Well, if you go for a little drive down Church Street, you will see that there's a lot of recycling going on in front of their home, 140 Church Street to be exact. So if you have some recycling goods, please help them out. In basic terms, according to Jen, her daughter Riley has a unique jaw which stopped growing at some point and is now causing a myriad of issues. I know it's fusing together. They need to get this surgery done, but unfortunately the government has classified or deemed this surgery to be cosmetic. So you know, to me, it's not a cosmetic surgery, but I guess I'm
No,
working for the government.
it's
or anything.
definitely not.
OHIP considers the surgery to be cosmetic, like I said. Jen says that because of this, OHIP does not approve the expenses, although they did in the past, which is really confusing to me, why you would make those changes.
Very
once
arbitrary.
and especially when it's for a young girl, too.
Yeah.
They will not cover the cost, even though it's deemed medically necessary by the doctors. Sue Online heard of the story, and obviously we're here doing this because, like I said, this is what Heidi and I really do love about this job, is that we can be that voice or be somewhat of help to the community. So please, can you help out this family? Just donate. I'm trying to look for the family would like to recognize everyone who's donated so far. They had people who worked at the Holiday Inn who has helped. Go to the Facebook page. If you would like to donate, you can reach out to Jen Buchan, Buchan on Facebook.
Yes.
Or at 140 Church Street, drop off some recycled goods. Let's help raise some funds.
That's right.
We've got 2 minutes left, Heidi. I'm sorry I went
2
a little
minutes
bit longer, but we both need to get those messages
Well,
out.
you know what? We'll blast through the rest of social media, and if there's still time, I will regale you with the second of my factoids. Although this one is, meh. Okay, anyway.
is it?
I don't have time for this. For me, I mean to comment on my factoid. No, I want to.
We're still on air, dude. I don't think you should stay there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm done. I'm out of here. Okay. So Marilyn Trumbull wished Kathy Ramsey congratulations on her graduation day. Marilyn Trumbull then also says, "Morning, beautiful ladies and everyone else," with 2 cups of coffee, giving me my open for the
Here it is,
coming up
everybody.
between 2 great huge tracts of land.
There's
2
mine.
roses, a smiley, and looks like a little kitty cat. Kimberly says, "Good morning and happy baby Friday." Tony Mancuso, happy baby Friday.
Tony.
He's got a little baby and a throbbing heart. Back to normal. Oh no, we're slowly getting back to normal.
Yes, we
Have
are.
a great day, everyone. He's got smiles, thumbs ups, and coffee. Carl Gray, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Gray.
Kimberly says, Colette, your political stripes are showing. She is a political genius.
Actually, no, I don't.
Joseph.
Oh, because of the PC government and Ford. No, actually, that's not true. I just think you're doing a good job.
Joseph says, great. My eyes.
What's wrong?
They're dry. My eyes are dry. Great job today, folks. Looking forward to hashtag Thursday. Karen Bridges, good morning, ladies. Happy Thursday. Steve Childs, and enjoy your day. So he's helping us out with
Thank you,
Pauline.
Stephen.
And Giselle says, when we go to Toronto, we only eat Krispy Kreme donuts.
Okay.
And then Pauline lets us off the hook. Have a good small Friday and enjoy your day.
Small Friday.
LOL.
I like that. Have an awesome day, everybody. See you
tomorrow. Friday!
Friday!